Vive la France.
Girl, what?
Was that dramatic? Yes. But I'm going to France, y'all. I'm a 36-year-old artist and small business owner. And I am going to be participating in my first ever art residency. And yeah, I'm very excited. Kind of scared, a little nervous first time here. Um, I'm going to France and we need to decide what supplies to bring. I was about to go into a whole diatribe, but it's like we need to decide what supplies to bring. I am someone who, let me rewind. I'm multimedia. I've had to embrace it. I am a digital artist. That's what I applied for with this residency. And also, I loved when I worked in pencil and colored pencil, and I'm wanting to get back to my roots a little bit. It took me a long time to get here. If only you knew the journey of me being like, no, I have to niche down, and then realizing it's like, or maybe I just work in different mediums at different times for different things. I think that I can do it. I'm just delulu enough. I think the ADHD as well is something that makes me need the novelty of my brain switching gears, like doing digital, doing traditional. You get it? I mean, of course you get it. You're smart. You're an intelligent person. Of course you get it. We're going to jump into the art supplies that I am bringing with me, and we'll see how it goes. First things first, my refurbished iPad. I love getting new tech when I can, and this has just been such a blessing to get this. Perfect timing for my trip. And so I will be using my iPad as a digital artist while I'm in France. Parlez-vous français? Oui. Un peu. Je parle un peu français. All right, let's get back on track. I got this little mini sketchbook because I've seen it going around social media. There's a couple of artists I really like. Particularly. I think I want to pronounce it Gretlusky. I think she is, I don't know where she's from, somewhere in Europe, but I saw her using this and I was like, ooh, I really want to use this little baby sketchbook because it's perfect for travel to me. Having a couple of pencils and just like jotting down, like people watching, what do I see? These colors are inspiring to me, that type of thing. I'm not 100% sure I'm bringing this. That's why, hence the deep side. I want to bring this because my goal is to create at least one traditional piece, start on one traditional piece, and I want to be able to create the line art here potentially, and then transfer it. But I'm kind of like, I don't feel like I really need to do that. I guess this video is going to be a little bit also of me talking myself out of bringing certain things, because if I bring this, then what's the point? Because I'm not bringing transfer paper and I can just use my digital sketch line art to transfer to the next thing, which is my Strathmore paper. Getting myself together. My Strathmore paper. So this is dry media specific, so I will be using it for pencil and for colored pencil. I cut down the paper because I just refused to buy another drawing pad. So we cut it down to 8.5 by 11. I need to figure out how to get it to France without it bending, because I will be highly annoyed if it is found out. I will be highly annoyed if I open my whatever I bring it in and it's bent. Let's move into pencils and pens. I got some Pentel pencils because it was time for me to re-up on my mechanical pencils. And then I have a bunch of different types of pens. I am going to bring every single one of these with me. I'm not going to hold you. These are all going, I've taken up 6 spaces in my, I think, 25 slot thing that I have that I'll show you in a second. But these are going. I just need different size pencils here. And then I want to experiment with these pens And then these are my favorite writing pens, and I love having blue ink. And then I also like having black ink because, different occasions call for different things. What are pencils without erasers? And then you need precise erasers sometimes. So I have these Slendy seed erasers. So this one I had this years ago and lost it, and then I was like, well, let me get this because it's like more of a precise eraser. You see that? You see that? That's precision. We want precision. Hopefully that's not blurry. It probably is. Like, precision in your erasing is music to my ears. I also have these erasers just because sometimes you need a chunky block eraser to handle big problems. I have these as well. I don't know that I'm bringing every single one of these, but I definitely feel like I should bring the white one and at least one of the darker ones, because specifically for things like lashes, or if I choose to do dark hair, just stuff like that. And sorry if you can kind of hear it. I just need to be able to have something that's like jet black, and it gets no blacker than a charcoal pencil. All right, now we have color pencils. My color pencils are going to have to be a limited palette because I have a lot of color pencils. I want to stick within a palette. I enjoy browns for sure because of skin tones, so browns and tans and my skin tones. And a lot of my work is embracing Black Southern Gothic specifically. Now, I know that is a book genre and not necessarily, I don't really know how to describe that as an aesthetic. It's something I'm learning more about in my personal artwork. I am not going to get into too much detail in it in this video, but I've lived in the South most of my life. My family is from the South, and so I've been embracing my Southern roots and just want to play off of that in the color schemes that I'm using and the palette that I bring along with me. Hence, we are going to swatch the colors that we really like, and then we are going to only bring said colors with us. Even if I discover the most amazing colors, in front of me, it's like, no, you are going to work within a limited range, and I think that will be very helpful for me. And we're going to swatch it. So these are Faber-Castell coloring pencils or colored pencils. I also have these. It was a limited palette, and I definitely needed way more brown. So that is why you see those. That's why I showed you those individual colors. And then we have our Prismacolor palette. This is the full set. It's the full set. So I'm really giving myself space to play around with color and just like embrace it, embrace the color. And so, but I have to limit the palette based on just travel. This is what I'm going to be storing my color pencils in. France was such an amazing experience, and I just didn't know what I was in store for. I'm so looking forward to sharing what I have been up to this past month or so, showing y'all my travels. So stick around for more of those videos, and thank you for watching this far.
So don't you tell me I am selfish just because I look out for myself. I've been happy, working hard, so I won't have to cry when I'm older. I could have done this or that. I remember